Hey friends, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my February goals and recapping January, letting you know what my intentions are moving into February. A lot of you saw that we went to Disney World, and so some of my goals are reflective of coming off of a really fun trip, but we are going to just chat goals and intentions for the month of February. I do want to thank today's video sponsor. It is Built Bar. You guys know I love my Built Bars, and I just received my mix box. It was in the mail waiting for me when I got back from Disney, which is perfect because coming off of a trip, I definitely wanted to get back into my regular eating programming, making sure I'm eating a high protein diet, which helps me feel my best. But also, you know, when you've been indulging your sweet tooth a little bit at Disney, you can come back and kind of have to kick those cravings a little bit, and Built Bar helps me do that. So in your mix box, you get 18 different bars. All the different flavors are right inside, and I personally have been loving the cherry barcia one. I've been telling you guys about that one. Then there's another one, cookies and cream, that I absolutely love. So if you've never tried Built Bar, I recommend checking out a mix box. That way you can find your favorite flavor before committing to an entire box. You can know that Built Bars are going to satisfy your sweet tooth craving while giving you at a minimum 17 grams of protein, and all of the bars are under 200 calories, so they are not going to ruin your day. If you struggle with a sweet tooth at night, definitely save your Built Bar for that moment. It will save you and it will help you stay on track, or coming back from a trip needing to get back on track with regular eating, how I feel my best. Built Bar is always a part of that for me. So I will have a link and a coupon code for you guys down below. You can save 15% off using my code Ashley15 on anything at Built Bar. And I encourage you guys to sign up for their emails, follow them on social media, because they are constantly coming out with new flavors. And when they do, they sell out in an instant. Like, I just saw that they had white chocolate cookies and cream, and I already know it's sold out. So if you ever want to try one of their new releases or a limited release, you definitely need to be quick on it. And my coupon code does work on those products as well. So follow Built Bar on all their socials. Use my discount code and link down below if you want to check them out. We are going to chat goals, so let's start with recapping January. All right, so here are my goals for January 2022. January flew by, and I definitely know that my trip had something to do with that, and we had so much fun in Disney World. So if you're someone who is planning on going to Disney World or is thinking about going back, hasn't been in a while, I have a whole video, a Disney recap, where I give you guys like my fully honest thoughts on everything Disney. And also on Instagram, I posted pretty much like concise posts on all the details. So if you're planning on Disney World, you definitely should go watch my recap video, go check out my Instagram. But anyway, January flew by because of that trip. So my goals in January for homeschool were to refocus. Now, when I said refocus, that meant after Christmas, prior to our trip. There was we had 4 weeks of 5 days of schoolwork. That's what I was meaning, like refocus for that time. And I definitely am able to successfully say we completed that. My relational goal for January was to soak up Walt Disney World, and I totally did that. I did not vlog. I didn't film other than just taking pictures that I wanted to have for my own memories anyway. I didn't respond to comments. Like, I totally took a mental break, and I was just there with my family. And that is truly one of the things that I love the most about going to Disney, is you're so like just immersed in what you're doing there, thinking about what ride is next, who wants to go in this store. Like, it's a total brain break. It really is. And I definitely soaked it up, and I'm so thankful. My spiritual goal for January was to stay fixed on him and not waver. I shared with you guys last year. If you've been watching all of my goal videos, you know, you'll understand where that's coming from. I don't want to go all the way into what I'm meaning by that, but I would definitely say that I was successful with that. I have been doing really well in that area, and I'm so thankful for the Lord sustaining me, because I struggled all last year, really, and we saw some huge victories in that area, things that I had been praying for, and I know many of you also had been praying for, and so I just am encouraged by that. So yes, I checked that one off. And then my personal goal was to get like ahead with my work so I could enjoy my trip, to figure out a good schedule for myself. And I did do that. I still think that there are things that I need to kind of figure out, but I'm just kind of taking it month by month and seeing what works for me in that month, and trying not to overanalyze, you know, coming up with like every Friday at this time I need to be filming, you know, those type of things. That isn't really working for me at this moment. So I'm just making sure that I'm staying ahead is basically the key to my work life. So I would say I was pretty darn successful with all of my goals in January, which feels amazing to say. I think a lot of people, these blankets, I think a lot of people start off the year pretty strong, and so, you know, that's kind of par for the course. Like, everyone is motivated and ready to go for January, and I definitely fall into that category, but it's important to make sure that we're sustaining that energy throughout the year, and not just having like a wonderful first quarter of the year and then completely falling off for the rest, and then trying to recoup it at the end. So my hope and prayer is that I'm able to demonstrate just like endurance and perseverance with goals through sharing my goals with you guys. And I will tell you if I miss the mark. So now we are on February. It is a fresh month here, but I do have my goals. You can see that they are simple, and that is okay. So for my homeschooling goal, we are getting ready to enter into a long stretch of schooling, probably about 8 weeks without any time off, other than maybe a random day here or there if we have a soccer trip that we attend as a family. But we are going to be entering into a very long stretch of schooling, similar to how I start a new school year. At the beginning of a new school year is also with a long stretch of schooling. So I just want to really enjoy this time with my kids. I want to just go all in on the things that I have planned for us, one of which is starting the Constitution unit study from the Good and the Beautiful. I am so excited to finally be at the point in my year where I dedicated time to do it, and I am so thrilled and excited to learn alongside my kids about the US Constitution. A lot of you probably remember that last summer I was a part of like the promotional release for the course, and I've had it on my shelf even before that video in July. So it's been there for a while, and I've just been waiting for the perfect time to start it, and so we are going to be starting that, and I am really excited. So for homeschooling, it's just to make sure that I am sticking to my daily rhythms, my routines, my non-negotiable items, not overwhelming myself, so that I am able to really enjoy this this season of schooling with my kids. Homeschooling, I'm always focused on it, but there are times throughout the year where I really strive to even be more intentional with our school time, because there are things that I'm just really excited to do with my kids. So that is my goal for homeschooling. My personal goal has a lot to do with my work life here as a social media person. I never know what to call myself. I just am a person on social media. That's like the only thing I can feel comfortable saying. So anyway, February, if you're a small business owner, you understand it is the dreaded time of year where we have to do our taxes. Now, if you are a longtime viewer, you remember last year around this time, I was a basket case, because last year was the first year where I said, I can't do my taxes anymore. I cannot figure this out. I have got to hire a CPA. So I did that last year. praise the Lord. And although it was slightly humbling and kind of humiliating for a person who likes to have everything together and all of their ducks in a row, to kind of go and meet someone whose profession is money management, to be like, yeah, is that, you know, this is what I have, and these are the deductions I think I have, and like, it wasn't my favorite appointment of the year, let's just say that. So this year though, I did much better. I am a one-woman show. If you guys didn't know that, I don't have an assistant. I don't have anyone who does bookkeeping for me, who keeps track of my deductions, things that I can write off for content creation. Like, I don't have anybody who does that. So I homeschool 4 kids full time, and I am managing all of that, and I do it all myself, literally everything. And so it gets really overwhelming at this time of year, because I feel like I probably forgot things. I feel like even though I did my best with bookkeeping and receipts and recording, like, there are things that fall through the cracks, and I know that. And unfortunately, when you're self-employed, taxes are like, it really stinks to have to do taxes as a self-employed person. So all that to say, I've got to go to do my taxes. So my personal goal are to file my taxes and evaluate my systems again. So like from last year's appointment to this year, I definitely feel much more prepared this year. So I'm moving in the right direction. But there's still some things that I know that he kind of recommended to me last year that I didn't want to do, because part of the problem with doing this as a job is that I don't know when I'm going to be done with this. And so like, I know that that sounds terrible, but really it's true. I could say one thing and be deleted. So how much I invest in this is when it comes to like getting an LLC and having the tax benefits of that, which would benefit me now at this point. I just don't know if that's the route I want to go, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing this for long enough to where that would be really beneficial. And so there's just a lot of stuff that I'm kind of evaluating. And as far as like systems go, we'll see. I think I did pretty well with keeping track of deductions and mileage and business expenses and travel expenses when traveling for filming and things like that. So we'll see how I come out, but I do want to just reevaluate all that stuff, the work stuff. That is my goal for February. My spiritual goal for February is I really want to be praying about how I can guide certain discussions that I feel are coming with my children. And I don't want to really go too much more into detail about that, because I do like to keep, you know, my kids' stuff pretty private on here, and like personal topics and things that we're going to be kind of discussing. But my kids are getting older. My daughter is getting ready to turn 15, and so naturally there's progression to conversations that we began, and we're coming up onto the time where I feel like it is drawing near, that it's just being impressed upon me that I need to kind of engage in those conversations. And if you're a mom, I'm sure that you can kind of gather where I'm going, but I'm not going to spell it out any farther. So I really want to just be intentionally praying over that, because this is an area that I literally have no idea, other than just what scripture states, to how to model it. It's not something that was modeled to me. It's not something I lived by. And so it's a very delicate topic, and it's really important that it's not presented legalistically or scary. And so like, there's just a lot to it, and I really don't want to just go in without praying over it. So for the month of February, I am going to be intentionally praying about that, and hopefully we'll hear from the Lord on what he wants me to say and do, and that he'll just align the conversation so that it's an easy flow. So that is my spiritual goal for February. My relational goal is to plan my daughter's 15th birthday. Birthdays are always a big deal to us. I just love celebrating my kids, and I've shared with you guys in the past that as my kids get older, it is so bittersweet for me. And I find that if I'm not mentally prepared, I can really just be very sad about the fact that they are getting older, and I don't want to be sad on my kids' birthdays. So it just takes intentionality and focus on my relationship with them, and just celebrating them and making them just feel super special and loved. And so that is my goal for February, is to celebrate 15 years since I became a mom. And can't say much more than that, because you guys know I cry at the drop of a dime on that topic. So those are my goals for February. I would love to hear any feedback, thoughts, anything that you guys have for me down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any goals, similar goals for the month of February. Let me know if you've decided to start setting goals this year. Let me know just anything that you would like to share with me. I love chatting with you guys down in the comments section. Be sure to check out Built Bar. The link and the discount code will be in the description box for you guys. Thank you so much for watching and spending some time with me today, and I will see you all really soon. Bye, guys.